All right, let's dive into something a little different today. I want you to forget your typical story about heroes and villains, good versus evil. This is a story about ideas. Ideas that are literally at war with each other. We're going to explore a cosmic drama where philosophy itself has become flesh and, yeah, humanity's entire future is hanging in the balance.
Which really brings us to the core question here. What actually happens when a philosophical argument stops being just words on a page? What if it becomes a living, breathing reality? A reality that's going to decide the fate of every single one of us.
You see, the whole story is framed as a kind of heavenly wager, but please, throw out any simple ideas you have about good and evil. This is so much bigger than that. This is a gamble for the very meaning of our existence.
The battlefield here isn't physical, it's existential. Think of it as a cosmic tug-of-war between that part of us that wants to overcome our limits and that other part, the one that's tempted to just embrace comforting lies. And the craziest thing? The outcome of this entire wager hinges on the transformation of one single man.
So, who's actually placing the bets in this cosmic casino? Let's meet the two forces who've put it all on the line, with humanity as the prize. On one side, you have the All-Will. Now, don't picture God, it's more like a law of nature, this indifferent primordial engine that's just driving all of existence. Its only goal is the ultimate affirmation of life in all its messy glory. And opposing it, Mephistopheles. And again, he's not your typical demon with a pitchfork. He's way more insidious than that. He's the manifestation of all our doubt, that slick, cynical voice tempting us with easy answers.
The All-Will's whole philosophy is wrapped up in this idea called the will to power. And this isn't about simple domination. Think of it more like the fundamental drive you see everywhere in nature. A plant pushing through concrete to reach the sun. An artist mastering their craft. It's that basic, unstoppable urge in everything to grow, overcome, and expand its own strength.
Mephistopheles, of course, champions the exact opposite, slave morality. This is a value system born from weakness, from fear and resentment. It's a worldview that flips everything upside down. It calls strength and ambition evil, while it praises being meek and submissive. It does all this just to make weakness feel like a virtue. At its core, it's the philosophy of the comforting lie.
So you can see right here, the terms of their bet are completely irreconcilable. There is no middle ground. The All-Will bets that a transformed human can become truly free, creating his own values from scratch. Mephistopheles wagers that even if you gave that person ultimate power, they'd just crumble and beg for human comfort, becoming, in his words, nothing more than a powerful slave.
So with the stage set like that, let's turn to the man caught right in the middle of this existential experiment. And believe me, he wasn't chosen at random. He was the absolute perfect crucible for this philosophical fire.
And that man is Friedrich Nietzsche. We're introduced to him not as some titan, but as a frail 19th century philosopher. He's called a Faust of the mind, which is perfect. He isn't battling demons for his soul. He's wrestling with something much more suffocating, the sheer weight of human delusion itself.
So why him? Out of everyone, why this guy? Well, it's because he had a rare kind of intellectual courage. He was, and I absolutely love this quote, the man who stared into the abyss and refusing to blink. That fearless gaze, that willingness to face the harshest truths, that's what made him the ideal candidate for this whole experiment.
Now here's where the story does something really fascinating. It takes Nietzsche's historical mental breakdown, what many people just called his madness, and it completely reframes it. It's not a collapse. It's the exact opposite. It's the chaotic, brilliant spark of a new consciousness, the first flicker of divine frenzy. It was the first sign of a mind starting to break past its own human limits.
And that potential doesn't just stay dormant. This is the pivotal moment of the entire story, when the theoretical becomes terrifyingly real. The philosopher we knew is gone, and something entirely new is about to take his place.
The sources give us a couple of ways this transformation could have happened. One involves a human experiment with gamma energy, another a mystical word, komoda. But honestly, the how doesn't really matter. Both origins make one thing absolutely clear. Those external forces were just conduits. The true engine of this change was Nietzsche's own immense inherent will to power, which just seized the opportunity and broke free.
The result is the Overman, the Übermensch. And it is so crucial to understand this. This isn't just a man with superpowers. He is the living embodiment of a philosophy, an entirely new form of existence that has completely left humanity behind.
This new being, named Wotan, is defined by three things. 1.
he is a fundamentally new form of existence. 2. He operates by a new morality, totally free from human ideas like pity or servitude. And 3. His very existence is the proof. The philosophical argument is over, because he is its living, breathing conclusion.
You really see the true weight of this transformation through Mephistopheles' eyes. For the first time, this cynical, seen-it-all gambler is genuinely afraid. He doesn't see a powerful human. He sees a monster, a god in human skin, without compassion, without limits, a tyrant of the will. For him, the game just became terrifyingly real.
But Wotan's creation isn't the end of the wager, not even close. It's actually the starting pistol for the final, practical test.
The debate is officially over. The philosophy has been made flesh. From this point on, everything depends not on what could be, but on what Wotan will actually do. His choices, his actions, are what will determine whether humanity is capable of greatness or just doomed to weakness. And so, the stage is set. The ultimate being has been created, and the entire cosmic wager now rests on a single, massive question. Will this overman forge a new path in his awesome, terrible freedom? Or will he succumb to the simple, comforting gravity of the very humanity he left behind? The test has just begun.